What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. We are here, and I am super excited to see each and every one of you in the building. I said we are live yet again for another video. I was not planning on doing another video, but of course, a lot of stuff coming down the timeline concerning this matter. So why not we just go live and we talk about it? So again, a lot of people was watching the previous videos, and I said, hey, I'm going to kind of try to take a break. I was like sleeping. I was catching up on Suits, and I slept really good last night. And I said, hey, let me come on and do another episode for the people. I said, well, first of all, I wasn't going to come on, so let me just rest. And then stuff just come down my timeline in my DM, and I said, why not? Why not? Why not go back live and have a conversation in a sense? Why not do that as well? Okay. And I said, why not do it? And so here we go. We are live, and thank you all. When y'all come on in, just say yes in the chat that y'all can hear me, because we have a lot of stuff to talk about in this particular video. Now, of course, we're going to get to our first topic here, and this story is kind of disturbing to me about this candidate that ran for governor in Georgia, and a lot of people were sending it to me, and I said, hey, I will talk about it. And so y'all know who that is. That is, if you don't know, that is Stacy Abrams. She is a rising star in the Democratic Party. Her brother-in-law was arrested because of human trafficking. And so he was arrested because of that. And everybody have been talking about this all over my timeline. And they're kind of like blaming Stacy Abrams. And I'm like, well, Stacy Abrams don't have anything to do with that. That's her brother-in-law. But the sticky thing about this situation, that the brother-in-law is married to her sister, who is a judge. Give me a second while I read this so you all can see this. And I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm not trying to start no rumors or anything, but I am going to give my thoughts about all of this because they're having a field day with Stacy Abrams' brother-in-law. Like, you can literally type this in. He was a motivational speaker, brother-in-law, the former governor, candidate for governor of Georgia. And of course, he made his first appearance virtually. And here's Broad County. I hope I'm saying it right. Courtroom on Saturday, one day after he was arrested on allegations of human trafficking. And again, people are talking about this all over social media. And they're saying that Jimmy Gardner was arraigned, and he did his first appearance on Saturday. The judge set his bond for $500,000, despite his attorney, Jeff Brown, being present, argued that Gardner is not a threat to the community. He played baseball out of here. He's well known here. He was down here as a motivational speaker for a seminar, Brown said. Also present in the courtroom was his wife, Georgia federal judge Leslie Abrams. She's a federal judge, you guys, who flew down from Albany, Georgia, to support her husband. She is the sister of Stacy Abrams, who ran for Georgia governor in 2018. They said, according to authorities, 57-year-old Gardner made contact with a 16-year-old girl around 1:40 a.m. Friday and invited her back into his room at the Renaissance Hotel at the International Plaza. Investigators said when she arrived, Gardner offered the girl money to exchange for the S word. which she initially agreed to before changing her mind. That's when Garner reportedly became angry, telling the girl she needed to leave the hotel room, which sparked a verbal argument that quickly became physical when Garner started choking her. They said police said they found the victim at the scene when they arrived, but Garner had already left the hotel. He later turned himself into the Tampa police. According to his website, Garner was raised by his great aunt in Tampa and graduated from Tampa Bay Technical High School. And this is like a clear setup. Like, you got to understand, when you're connected to Stacy Abrams and a federal judge, you're going to always have people say, we're going to destroy Stacy. If we can't destroy Stacy, we would destroy the people around her. So if you out here want to deal with teenage girls, you know that's going to be a setup. Obviously, this ain't a typical teenage girl. I believe that this was all a setup to expose the brother-in-law, because the brother-in-law been dealing with girls. This ain't his first time. This ain't his first rodeo. But because they will use your weaknesses to get you down. So again, I personally think that they were going after Stacy Abrams and they can't get her because she is going to run for governor one more time. They're actually saying that Stacy Abrams could possibly run for president of the United States one day in the next 4 years. After Biden, if he get elected or don't get elected, she's on the list of running for president. She's just a darling of the Democratic Party. It was Stacy Abrams who really anchored and really put the resources and got Georgia to turn blue. She had an organization, the Georgia Project. I believe her organization were registering voters, educating voters, and that encouraged other progressive organizations outside of the DNC to get people registered to vote. So she is a massive threat to the Republican Party in the state of Georgia, because now Georgia have 2 Democratic senators in Georgia, right? They have a Republican governor, but 2 Democratic senators in that state. And we're talking about in the red state, right? In Georgia. So now Georgia's up to play. And I believe Biden even won Georgia. I believe he won Georgia as well. So that state is up for grabs. That's like a battleground state. And she made it possible by her work and her skills. So, of course, she's a threat. And she's a disruptive thinker. Now, because the brother-in-law is associated with Stacy Abrams, that is her sister's husband, she gets in the news. They put her picture and his picture together. As you all can see, they put her picture and his picture side by side, even though she ain't out here dealing with a person. She ain't out here dealing with a teenager. She's not out here trafficking nobody. But because she's the politician and because she is the one that we really want in the Republicans, right? And some of her haters in the Democratic Party, of course, we're going to put her in the picture. This is what make people click on the video. This will make it go viral. I've seen people send this to me a couple of times. And I said, man, I don't want to talk about this. This is crazy because she did not do anything. Like, she's innocent. So why are we putting her picture? But I get it. Because she is the quote unquote public figure, we put it in. And this is quite strange because his wife is a federal judge, and yet she's being a target because, again, this dude, I don't understand how sick you really have to have a sickness to sit here and want to deal with teenagers, knowing that you got a microscope on you and knowing that, you got a microscope on you because you're connected with a federal judge. And you also connected with your sister-in-law because she ran for governor and she possibly is going to run for higher office in the Democratic Party. And you're going to sit here and do all this F crap. It's crazy to me. And you're sick for me, if this is true, because these are allegations, right? It is sick to me that you, a grown man, want a 16-year-old. That to me is sick. Now, I don't mind you cheating. I don't mind you sleeping around. But if you're trying to go and mess around with a 16-year-old, it's sick. It's sick. And he's a motivational speaker. He actually was drafted in the Chicago Cubs 5 years later in 1984. He was wrongly convicted. Listen to this. He was wrongly convicted in a 1987 assault of 2 women in West Virginia. He was exonerated and released from prison in 2016. and this is a quote, I've been fighting for this and I believe in God and praise, Garner said in an interview with WHCS Fox 11 after being released. In the years after later release, he became an advocate for criminal justice reform, inmates' rights, and often spoke in Tampa. So my thing is this: he was exonerated because he was falsely accused. So now just me just reading this, I don't know. This sounds very sketchy, and it sounds like a setup. This dude was set up in 1984. Well, I'm sorry, in 1987. He was wrongfully convicted in an S8 and 2 women in West Virginia. He was exonerated and released from prison in 2016. Now, years later, he allegedly has been caught with a 16-year-old girl, and she refused to do an act with him. This is weird. And I just went down here and just read this paragraph. This sounds like a setup, and I think he's not the intended target. The intended target is Stacy Abrams to make it seem like she cannot run for office. She got a whole brother-in-law that traffic women. How can she become the governor when she can't control her own brother-in-law? And this also the sister, or Stacy Abrams' sister, is a target because she is a federal judge. This is embarrassing. Like, I'm just really late. And this happened in Florida. This happened in Tampa, Florida. Anybody know anything in Florida? This is what Governor Ryan is the governor of Florida. So again, this is something like, what? This is something. Do y'all believe these allegations? I'm like really digging into this story. I'm like, do y'all believe these allegations? Press one. Obviously, the wife don't believe the allegations because she showed up to support her husband. So she don't believe it. Do y'all believe the allegations? Let me know in the chat, because I'm looking right here, and they said his wife, who is a federal judge, have flew out from Albany, Georgia, to support him. So she is supporting her husband. So obviously she don't believe these allegations. I believe this is a hit piece on Stacy Abrams. That's what I personally believe. But if he did do this is weird. This is really sick on his regard, because you are supposed to be an advocate for advocate. And they said, according to authorities, he's 57 years old, and he made contact with a 16-year-old girl around 1:40 a.m. And where's her parents at? Friday, invited her back to his room at the Renaissance Hotel at International Plaza. Investigators said she arrived and Garner offered the girl money in exchange to get it in with her, which she initially agreed to before changing her mind. And then they said that's when Garner reportedly became angry, telling the girl she needed to leave the hotel room, which sparked a verbal argument that quickly became physical when Garner started to choking her. Police said they found the victim at the scene when they arrived, but Garner had already left the hotel. So meaning he wasn't even there. It's just something. It's just because like when I'm reading this, it's like, what? Okay. Do y'all believe this? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, just let me know. Do y'all believe this? I'm really looking at the article, and like somebody just sent it to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is something. Okay, I don't know if I think he's guilty, but I know it shouldn't reflect on Stacey Abrams' political opportunity. But you know, it's all about perception. So again, I'm gonna follow this case, you guys, further, because we all knew why Stacey Abrams couldn't win, because she was a big fat woman. And she didn't lose the weight, and then a lot of brothers did not necessarily want her to run. A lot of brothers did not want her to run for office because she was obese and she was a woman. And so, but in this particular article, this is really bad. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this, because my producer sent it to me. So I said I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I'm gonna definitely keep y'all updated on this case. And I love each and every one. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I'm not gonna play no games. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on here. But again, this is a lot. They say a lot of freaks out here because she was big and fat, and so a lot of people did not necessarily want her to run for office because she wasn't running to burn those calories. So a lot of the brothers that I talked to said, again, they just did not see it for her. but the data showed they did vote, but they didn't vote enough. Like, she did not rally behind enough of black men to really push her over the threshold. But I personally feel like, because she kept saying, oh, I like Popeye's chicken. Popeye's chicken is so good. Like, why do we have to talk about Popeyes? You know what I'm saying? Why do you just couldn't talk about, hey, you guys are running for office. I'm in the gym. Make sure y'all vote for me. Run to the polls like I'm running on the treadmill. Like, she literally was like so huge and so huge. And she could have easily won if she would have hit the treadmill, hit a good keto diet, a beautiful keto diet. She could have done that, but she didn't do it. So again, I just think that she lost the support of the public because she did not take her health serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my humble opinion, and that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people said they didn't want a governor that huge in office. They wanted somebody like a little slim, particularly a black man to run. But again, I'm just honestly just giving my understanding and giving my understanding when it comes to that. I just wish that she could have done a good keto, a nice keto diet, beautiful keto diet. But of course, she did not do a keto diet. She, of course, she did not do a keto diet. She automatically just, I personally would say she continued to eat, and she was eating all the wrong stuff. She was drinking a lot of juice, pop, soda, baby back ribs, a lot of turkey wings, aggressive turkey wings. And that's what it is. And so I'm just giving my honest opinion with it. And only the person that is upset at my reasoning, again, I have the data that shows that people do not like to vote people in that's obese. They like to vote slim people in. When you're looking at the data, I've studied this. I really studied this. And you're looking at the data. And so when I looked at the data, it literally said that typically black men, particularly, we like slim women to run for public office. That's just the data. According to my research, that's just typically data. If it was like a baddie, a beautiful woman with a beautiful snatched body and a beautiful thickness, I don't mind being thick, but she's, Stacey is like on the obese side. I think that a lot of black men would have voted for her, honestly, because of the attractiveness and the beauty of it. I personally would say, listen, we didn't necessarily cater towards that because, again, she did not have that physique of that, that a model type of a size, honestly. And I really said this verbatim. I've said this previously in other videos, and a lot of the people said, again, they didn't care. Like, again, I tried telling Stacy Abrams, I said, like, listen, like, you got to hold back on the Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, you can't really talk about food. You need to be preaching health and awareness. You know what I'm saying? If you can't cut back on your weight, how can you cut back on the budget and on the wasteful spending in Georgia? If you can't come back on the fat back, on the collard greens, on the turkey, on the dressing, right? And so I feel as though that it would have sent shockwaves if she would have taken her health and really taken the her weight loss serious. I think that it would have really sent a powerful electricity down the spine of the electorate, and they would have literally said, hey, we're going to elect her in office because she's taking her health serious. And I know, and that's just my personal opinion. And when I said it, a lot of the women on the obese side, and they literally came to me and they said verbatim that I don't necessarily agree, Wiley, but I agree. And that's something that comes with that. And I said, hey, we're going to have this conversation. We're going to speak from the heart. And so when this article came up about her brother-in-law, I immediately said, okay, now, number one, she have to deal with the aggressiveness of her weight. And she is severely obese. And now she got to deal with the severity of her brother-in-law, like to snatch the yoni, according to the report of a teenager. And I'm just sharing you what I see in the media, you guys. And again, we will open up the phone lines and I will allow you to call in and give your thoughts. But that is just my personal opinion about Stacy Abrams. And I know it's a lot of women in here that is on the obese side, that's eating a chicken wing right now, that's fine. That's your audacity. But you're not trying to run for public office. And when you run for public office, people get to see you. Now, me being a man that is declining from the obesity, I'm getting back into my weight, into a normal weight range, but I'm technically still as an obese. But typically, men like to see women. It's okay seeing a man that is quote unquote obese to run in the side of authority, because number one, I'm 6'2" and I'm not a big old circle. I'm tall. You know, I look like a bit stick. But again, I do take my health seriously. Again, I was 365 pounds. Now I'm about 305. So I'm slimming down because I'm standing up for weight loss, and I've already have cut back on my weight. So again, if I run for office by my own history and my characteristics, that I'm working on my weight, cutting back on my weight. So again, I will get in office and do massive budget cuts to make sure that we have a profit in the state. And that's something that would have been difficult for her. So again, I personally believe that. And again, I'm just giving my own opinion, and just love it. And so again, I just think that to all the women that is plus size, again, a lot of them encourage that, and then they don't understand that I'm speaking for a man perspective. And see, women have to understand, listen, when I'm speaking from a male perspective. The women, you all speaking from a women perspective, right? Y'all can speak for y'all women perspective. I'm speaking from a male perspective. And if you disagree with that, you can call in right now and give your thoughts. Give me a second. You can call in right now and give your thoughts about Stacy Abrams, and you can hit the link and we can have a conversation. And, you know, we can have a conversation right now. But I personally believe that needs to happen. Anybody that want to say something, you can say something right now at this very moment. But personally, from my heart, if you look at the data and the statistics, that it is not great and well for you to be at a certain age and deciding to, you know, continue to eat all of this heavy food. And so again, her wearing almost about 400 plus pounds is not healthy for our government. It's not healthy for her to be in office. And she wearing about 400 some odd pounds. The budget of the food for the taxpayers, we have to pay a lot about for the taxpayers. So again, I'm personally saying it from the heart. I'm personally giving my understanding and my talking about it. And I'm watching the comments in here, and the people is encouraged. One person just tweeted me and said, we encourage Stacy Abrams to continue to eat baby back ribs. And I'm encouraging her to do a cutback on her weight for health-wise. So when she run back for office, she will be more beautiful, and she will be more attractive and more likable to the people that typically will vote for her. And that's just my whole thoughts. And again, I'm just giving my thoughts. And if you disagree with my thoughts, you can always call in and give your thoughts. Okay. All right. Okay. You can always do that. And I'm just giving you all my thoughts. So we don't know if she's dying or not, but it's just judging by that picture. And then again, the hair for me, honestly, it's just look like she don't care. It's unkept. It's never would you see any other woman try to run for office and their hair just over their head. It, to me, honestly, it looked like she just rolled out of bed and said, hey, I want to take this picture. And it just, to me, it doesn't look appropriate. It's not the good look for a politician. And I follow all the great politicians, the First Lady Kennedy, even Michelle Obama. They was really good without their hair. And so even the beautiful First Lady Jill Biden, and it looked like Stacey Abrams just, honestly, I'm just not going to try to talk about her, but it looks like, you know, she just rolled out of bed and slapped on that hair. And again, I personally feel that way. It's not a good look for a woman. And I think, honestly, it's really not good because already she have the aggressiveness of all the extra skin on an obesity side. And so the focus is going to be on the head because there is no neck, and it's going to be on the head. So again, we are hearing this, and I'm hearing it from the point, and we having this point of her hair. And so again, we're looking at her hair right now. I'm looking at her hair, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm honestly just like, oh my gosh, I'm looking at her hair, and I'm seeing the hair right now. and it's just something. I'm looking directly at her hair, and really just like it's not really good. So again, I'm hearing this, and we just having this understanding. I just personally feel like they keep calling it natural, but it's just not beautiful. Okay, it could be natural, but is it beautiful? I'm gonna break it down to you. It could be natural, but is it beautiful? I'm gonna break it down to you. It could be natural, but is it beautiful? And that's what I feel like it's not beautiful. So again, I'm gonna I think we got some people calling in right now. So again, I'm just gonna shift gears right here and allow you, the public, to call in really quickly. Give me a second. I'm gonna let the public call in and give their thoughts really quickly. We are live, and we're just gonna have an intelligent conversation. Give me a second. I'm gonna call this person back. They just called me from Georgia. So again, we're gonna call them back on air. We definitely here, and moderators, if you are, hello, you're live on air. You said what now?
I'm about to read you for Phil.
Oh, okay. No, you said you're gonna read me for Phil. Is this Stacy Abrams, Defender?
I'm about to read you down.
Is this a Stacy Abrams, Defender?
Yes, this is Lala.
Oh, Lala. Okay. I thought this was Stacy Abrams. I said, what's Stacy Abrams? What are you calling me for? Okay.
Wait a minute. What you not finna be doing is talking about Stacy when y'all about the same size.
Now, you need to get off. But I'm not running for office. I'm not running for office. I'm just giving you. I'm looking at the data. I'm looking at the data.
Your data is skewed, sir. Your data is skewed and it's biased. How are you going to talk about our
Governor
girl
Christie,
Stacy?
they said he liked Krispy Kreme donuts. He was getting as well, and that's a white man. So can you imagine what that black woman is going through? And then she the one that said she liked Popeye's chicken, she liked the butter biscuits.
And that's fine, because I'm about to order me
an embarrassment to say for you.
As soon as I get off the phone, I'm going to order me a 6-piece. When I get off the phone with you, I'm about to order me a 6-piece. I want the original, not the spicy. And I'm about to get me some of those apple pies. I'm about to get about 2 of those. And yeah, I'm about to get that as soon as I got the phone, because you talked it up and now I want it. But let me tell you,
saying that it's okay for a woman that's running for office to say, "Hey, I want a Popeyes, I want a biscuit, I want a chicken thigh and a breast."
I think it's all. I think it's
think that's right.
I think it's better to be real.
Health-wise for young girls that are coming up that's running for public office. How is it that she's going to do the budget of Georgia and cut back when she can't even cut back her calories? I'm just giving you my understanding. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Honestly.
Yeah, don't play the devil's advocate. What I need you to do, yeah. Stacy is doing Stacy. If you want to eat quinoa and all that, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like she's keeping it real. She's keeping it 100. If that's what she likes, that's what she likes. Okay? But I don't think we should weight shame her. I don't think that we should make her be anorexic or bulimic and to fit into what societal norm would have her to be. You know what I'm saying? Because we just made genetically, a lot of us are made with bigger bones. Now, me, myself, I'm not overweight, but I like to eat what I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like we should talk about her hair. You talk about her hair, that's the way her hair grew out of her head. What's wrong with that? You know what's wrong with it? Society has taught
looks
you
like,
that
for me,
straight hair.
It looks like a used dust mop. To me, I think honestly, when you're running for office, this is the thing for Stacey, and I'm saying this to help her. I'm not saying to keep looking raggedy. I said, listen, if I'm running for office, I got to look sharp, a beautiful suit, really look good, beautiful, nice glasses to really look presentable to the public. To see this woman roll out of bed and you see the length and the nap, and they're deciding to post that and say, "Oh my God, this is presentable," when it's not. I'm telling the truth, and I'd rather for it to come from a black man, because one thing about black women that I've learned, black man is the most honest people when it comes to being honest to black women. And she should receive it better because, again, I'm her brother. And I cannot allow you now.
That's not always true. Because as soon as y'all come up, y'all gonna get a white woman.
Chicken wings.
No.
And she could dress.
No.
I'm saying we want her to look presentable so she can have a beautiful, and she need a beautiful husband. He got to be physically fit. He can't be obese either. And hopefully that husband, particularly a nice, attractive husband that is in the gym, can encourage Stacy to push back the plate. That's my whole argument.
Well, that would sound better if you came across that way. But talking about, instead of talking about her, be saying like, well, maybe we should go to the gym together. Let's work out. I want to do some things together. But sitting on here bashing this woman when all that she did for our the state of Georgia, when she, back when the elections and things like that, that's not it either. You know what I mean? And I can also debunk that if she was this picturesque, or what some people would describe as picturesque physique, there would still be something. I mean, like, so, Black men, you talked about what Black men want. A lot of times once they meet success or get to a certain tax bracket, they want a white woman anyway. So it don't matter if you look like Beyonce.
Ma'am,
it don't matter if you look like Beyonce, or if you look like Stacy Abrams.
Oh no, ma'am. I know plenty. And again, the beautiful Monique, I gotta say this honestly. Monique was on her third marriage. Right? Huge, obese, and then finally the man, the Black man, the king, right? Finally stood up as the head and said, "Mama, how much do you weigh?" Weigh about 400 some pounds. Oh, mama, that's too much. I want you a lifetime. And so he instilled into her to lose the weight and told her the truth. Typically women, for generations, for them going to school and college and getting degrees and making more money than men, they forgot that we are the head. And that if we say something, you're supposed to apply yourself to listen to our direct orders. But because the women are getting degrees,
did you just say your direct order?
They don't want to listen. And when you're weighing that much, Stacy Abrams, despite what you did, it's too much. Again, it's too much on the SUV truck, the shocks, and the equipment in the truck. It's just too much for the chairs.
Wiley,
it's too much for all of that. And I'm saying for Stacy Abrams, if she want me to vote for her, if I stayed in the state of Georgia, and if she want Black men to vote, and in a history, even Black women, I think she needs to push back the plate. And the suburban women that does the yoga, that works out 4 to 5 times, have that body snatch, and actually jog in the winter, they would probably jog to the polls. And
ain't nobody jogging. They get it all sucked out on the surgery table.
Not the women. Yeah. I worked out with plenty of women in the suburbs. And they does where they stretch their body, they go to yoga, it's very peaceful, they're classy, and they're not as aggressive as Stacy Abrams eating that amount of food. And I get it. They're going to say it's because of flavors.
It could be her thyroid. Her thyroid could be high.
Even during Jim Crow, we didn't have people that was that huge back in the day. I'm just saying it's just too much for my eyes and for
you are assuming that is an intelligent, educated Black woman. And you are assuming by her outside appearance that she is automatically taking in too much caloric intake. I know a lot of people that are on the plus side that they're not eating 5 plates of food. It's their thyroid, it may be their hormones, it may be a lot of things that are going wrong that are not balanced. So it's not fair to say that this woman eats 6 plates of Popeye's chicken and she's gonna break the budget in Georgia for her food expenses. That's not nice, Wiley.
Ma'am, see again, you in the healthcare field, and it may not sound nice because, again, you are on the obese side, for anybody that's on the obese side. But sometimes the truth is uncomfortable to swallow, but you must swallow it to have a long life. When I was in the doctor's office, and I was like Stacy Abrams, I'm living my best life. And so when the doctor said to me, Wiley, you're obese, you're severely obese, I told her, oh, whatever, I'm healthy, whatever the case, I'm doing whatever, I'm doing me, whatever. Don't tell me about my life. And she said, if you want to live a lifetime, a full life, you have to push back the plate. And I was in denial. I said, what would Stacy Abrams say? I was in strong denial. And then one day she said, and then I started working out. And so I was at 365 pounds. I was I'm severely obese. And I was wondering, like Stacy Abrams, I was wondering, why is I'm out of breath? Because I was walking up the 3 flights of stairs because of the weight. Then once I started to go on this weight loss journey, I'm not perfect, but I started to go on the weight loss journey and I'm 305. And the doctor was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing to bring down the weight? I pushed back the plate. I started to work out and I started to do things, healthy things, right? And taking in as much, that the natural of life and pushing back with eating 1 meal a day. And so I started doing that. And so when I see Stacy Abrams possibly eating about 4 or 5 meals a day, I feel like that's not a good representation of being a leader of the state of Georgia. I believe that she should lose the weight to show an example for all women in that state and also the brothers, that if I can lose weight and bring down my weight and bring it down to be at a healthy surplus, I can give you a healthy surplus in the state of Georgia. I yield back to you, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like there are a lot more things that are going on in office besides what's on someone else's plate. That's how I feel about that.
But
there are so many things
if you can't handle and bring your weight under control, how can you manage a state that is so massive like Georgia? How can you manage that state when you can't?
Maybe that's one of her triggers.
When you
maybe that's a trigger, and she's eating.
Feel like she didn't even show us by an example to say, "Hey, I'm dealing with a crisis. I'm dealing with a health crisis where I eat so many calories. I'm going to show the average voter that I'm bringing those calories down from 20,000 calories. I'm going to bring it down to less than 1,000 a day." So I just think, honestly, she should.
Lady is not eating 20,000
What do you
calories.
think, ma'am? What do you think?
I don't think that she's eating 20,000 calories, first of all. Would you like it better if she went out and had like a gastric sleeve? Would you like, I mean, you never know what her health status is. So my only thing about that is, let's not paint this narrative that this lady may be overeating. There are a lot of other health reasons in which a person can be overweight. And we don't need to victim shame someone or body shame someone because of their outer appearance. That's what I'm saying.
To me, that doesn't make any sense because you're just saying.
And you said her hair looked like.
I don't understand.
You said her hair looked like a mop.
Ma'am, this is the problem why women are single and they're living in a very depressive state of mind because women like you encourage that behavior. I'm a beautiful black man and I deserve to have my opinion and say, hey, mama, you eating too many calories, mama. Push it back so you can be successful in office. You're saying that it's okay. Continue to eat those many calories. Do you? And she's going to keep on losing. Ma'am, if you look at the data, the obesity rate in America is out of control compared to China, Japan, and all of these other massive developing countries. We must stop making excuses for our youth and for the women in this country and start telling them, please push back the plate. And I'm telling you this from the heart because the doctor told me, if I would have listened, if you were my doctor, then damn, I would be 500 plus pounds, 600 plus pounds because you were excusing my bad behavior. If I was a drug addict, you're not going to say, well, keep going doing that drug, son. It's the reason why you're doing it. No, as a good activist and social worker and a leader, you're going to tell me, just say no. And I'm saying to Stacy Abrams, and to every woman that is running for public office, you should not try to run for public office if you can't control your calories. That's just my opinion. And obviously, people are watching from all over the nation. They say, obviously, Wiley, if she start pushing back the plate, start getting a nice body and walking in a nice, beautiful bikini, that will help her win the vote.
Oh my God.
That will help her win the vote. Because again, they don't want to see this unattractive number 3 at best with the hair that's all over her head. We want to see something beautiful. Men vote for beauty. We don't vote for obesity. I yield back.
Okay. First of all, I never said that it was okay for her to eat 20,000 calories. I'm simply saying before you say that she is obese because she's overeating, we don't know what else is going on in her body. We don't know what else is going on in her life. Second of all, you're being very misogynistic.
You don't understand. You keep saying we don't understand.
She needs to be walking in a bathing suit.
It is that simple. The lady is eating. You're making it seem like this is invisible matter that we don't know, ma'am, she's eating. And if you look at 600 pounds, I weigh the 600 pounds, right? And that doctor tell them directly, you got to stop eating. And then he would even tell them that you can last about 4 days without eating because you have so much excessive fat tissue in your body. So he's saying it directly. But you, ma'am, and this is typical Black women like for you to lie. And I'm just not one of those, right? I'm going to be honest, just like you got to be honest with me. Do you know there's so many women out here, ma'am, you can contest to this, that have not reached an orgasm? Do you know why? Because women do not be honest with the man and say, you're not reaching that click and that moment in my body for me to release the juices. So they will sit there and pretend and lie and say, oh my God, it was the best, when you have not reached an orgasm, because the women typically will lie. I'm saying we need to break that cycle, push back the plate, and make sure women reach the orgasm, and the women must be
part of it is breaking the cycle, saying that she needs to have straight hair, not the natural hair that's growing out of her head. You said it looked like a used mop with lint balls in it. And then you said she needs to be able to walk around with a bathing suit on. Like, who does that for political office? Like, is that not a little chauvinistic? Isn't that just
totally
a little misogynistic?
I'm not a chauvinist. I am an honest
You
man.
want us to stand up when you walk in the room. That is very chauvinistic,
That's not.
sir.
Again, if I was the president of the United States of America, you would stand because power come in. When a man step in, if the man is the husband, if he's working a job, if he's bringing home the bacon, eggs, and potatoes, you must stand because that is power. That's not being narcissistic. That's not being a male chauvinist. That is bringing in authority, and you must respect it as a woman. Again, I personally would say, as a woman, I think that honestly, you're understanding, you're on the emotional side, and I get it. You are emotional. And you're emotional with Stacy Abrams, and you okay because you said you want to eat for about 3 chicken breasts. That's fine. You're not trying to run office. You're not trying to run office. So you're eating your potatoes and your macaroni and cheese and your red beans and rice from Popeyes in peace. But Stacy Abrams running for public office, and to seeing her hair unkept and it's not straight, and that she is literally on an unhealthy side, I think it's not a good representation to put her as the governor of Georgia when the 2 senators are physically fit and they're not obese. So again, and they won the office of senator. I'm just giving my thoughts about Stacy Abrams, and you're challenging that because I'm a man. So if I was a woman, it would be okay, if that's what you're saying?
No, I don't think it's okay to body shame anyone.
Necessarily say body shame.
Especially on a public platform.
I'm shaming her bad behavior. I'm shaming her bad behavior.
Platform, and you have a public platform.
I'm shaming her bad behavior.
Others.
I'm shaming her bad behavior.
So same way you're shaming.
I'm shaming her bad behavior. Again, that's what I'm doing. I'm shaming her bad behavior. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's what I'm shaming. But again, if you want Stacy Abrams to be 500 pounds, that's fine. She's going to be a 500-pound plus woman and not in the power of governor. I'm teaching her how to become governor, not how to be an obese, complaining Black woman like we see on all levels of this social media. I'm coming in being honest. I'm coming in and being professional. I'm coming in with the facts. The facts is, if Stacy Abrams listen to me and straighten her hair, make sure it's really nice, straighten it up really nice, and literally lose the weight, I can guarantee you she will be the first Black woman governor in the state of Georgia. I yield back.
I don't find that to be true. I think that part of the problem, while outer exterior may have something to do with how people, because we're visual first, I feel like being in the state of Georgia, she has so many obstacles against her anyway. That is, as we know, a red state, right? So the actual, let's see how I want to say this. The fact that they're wanting to yield any power to an African-American, period, is hard, okay? And then for them to yield that to a Black woman in the state of Georgia, I think she's facing an uphill battle. I will say that about the state of Georgia. So I still feel like no matter if she was like me, like a size 12, she still would meet opposition. You know, I just feel like she still would meet opposition just because of where she is. I think she has done a lot for the state of Georgia, but like again, like you say, some things are visual, you know. So, but I don't think that has 100% to do with why she won't be elected governor. I just think that although we're in 2023, I feel like in some states, in some parts of the world, they're not ready to relinquish all that power. And I feel like Texas, Georgia, Florida are just a few of those states that are not ready to actually relinquish that power.
I totally disagree. Totally disagree. I think my ideas will work. And if she apply herself by
Oh,
pushing
wow.
back the plate,
If she goes to
and
the
she apply
gym,
herself,
okay, so she goes to the gym, stop eating fried chicken, and she put on a bathing suit and straighten her hair, that's gonna get her elected.
absolutely. The data have showed it, ma'am. It would happen, ma'am. Honestly, it would happen, and viewership will increase on her part as an politician, and I believe so. I think that if she want to have a successful life in public office, she must allow herself to go and to push back the plate. I stand on that, and if she do that, it will bring a new type of energy into her campaign. It will bring down the cholesterol of failure. And it will build up the pressure that this woman is really taking her health serious. So she must going to take this job as governor serious because she care about her physical physique. That is what.
Now next week you're gonna be flopping. Next week you're gonna be flopping. You're gonna flip flop, but it's okay. I respectfully
disagree with that.
you.
I disagree with that. We're having a very intelligent conversation, ma'am, right here on the podcast. And we're talking about Stacy Abrams' way, right? Her brother-in-law, unfortunately, did what he did, right? And then I'm also focused on Stacy Abrams because the picture of her hair over her hair was a massive disaster as a person. And I just think that it's once I got my haircut, and again, we're eventually going to go bald because again, my hair is pretty much going to go, or I can get the, spray and everything like that. And that's why I'm growing a beard. And ever since I got the haircut, my DMs, the women have been in the DMs, sending me all type of stuff. They really love my haircut. They're telling me what I can do to increase my beard.
They just like when you stand up. They like
so
when you
stand up. So I understand the power of women and what they look for, because women are visual too. Like as men, you're human. So I just think personally, I think Stacy Abrams should do it. We should not look at her and we see grease stains. We should look at her and see that she wants change.
Will you stop it? Did you just say grease stains? You're being very racist.
I'm just saying grease. I'm talking about the grease, like the grease stains. I see a bunch of grease because again, when you eat fast food, that's nothing but grease. We want to see change. We want to see a good polished woman, and that's what honestly that we want to see.
Well, I see that within my career and my field. I see sometimes there are women that are more polished than others. There's some that don't care about their aesthetics as much as others. And it's up for another, kind of like how Monique came out and was like, hey, sis, maybe you should try. I use this stylist to do my hair. Maybe that could be a recommendation. But to just get on a platform and just down this woman, it's like, ooh, that's kind of,
Yeah, I feel it. I get it because you all are so nice. And this is why God made the man the head, not the woman. Because again, we're going to say what you all are not going to say. We're going to keep it 1000% truthful. And I'm saying it truthful. Already, you have women that never commented before saying, well, Wiley is making sense. Or Wiley shouldn't talk. He have big old male brass, right? But Wiley is not running for governor. Your actual thing is, why have she failed? Because she have failed to bring down her weight to a healthy zone. That's why I feel that she had failed. Honestly, that's my honest opinion.
But and then this is a great conversation to have. But what are societal norms? What exactly is too thin? Because we got some women we look at and then they are on the thin side, but they're not. They're too thin. When will there ever be this balance? And who decides what is? If you were talking about Stacy Abrams, what is the ideal size for her? So I don't feel like that's something that we should force upon her. You know, that's something that maybe her and her practitioner should discuss. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that I, as a human, have the right to tell someone else what size they should be. Yes, I want a person to be healthy, but I don't think I should say, Wiley, I want you to be 120 pounds. You know, like, that's just not okay. I don't think it's okay. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I get it. I get it with all due respect. And I thank you for defending the obesity of Stacey Abrams. I'm trying to.
And I'm not obese. Like, literally, like, my BMI is like 25.
Okay,
but I'm
just you're defending Stacey Abrams. Her BMI is about 85.
Because I'm just a nice person. And I'm just like,
this ain't about being nice. I'm talking about I have to be this type of way to make her she can win. She don't need nice people around her. She need people that's going to tell her the truth. So
I know, but you can still do it in a politically correct way. And
a politically correct way. The truth is the truth. I just think that I'm just saying we want to bring the BMI down to a appropriate number so she can become governor. That's what I'm saying. I can't say it any better. I just feel that you all want me to politically lie to her because it's politically correct. And I'm not.
You know, but you'll be politically trolling on these women. And I'm you didn't have to say that her hair was a freaking dust mop with a used dust mop is what you said.
I said a used dust mop. You don't think she don't look like a used dust mop?
I would never say she looked like a dust mop. I would never say any black woman looked like a dirty dust mop unless I'm reading. I would never say any woman looks like a dirty dust mop head. That is not nice.
Again, I might talk to Stacy Abrams in person, and we're gonna have this conversation.
No, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
People are saying, but how do we get to this from the brother-in-law? Again, I was judging the picture, you guys, the picture that we saw on your screen here. We saw the picture of Stacy Abrams with her hair, not all that desirable, right? And of course, the weight it's like she gained more weight, probably because of the stress, etc. But I personally believe that she needs to bring it down, and that's just my personal opinion because I'm understanding the viewer and I'm understanding the voter. If she do that, she will become the next governor of Georgia. Don't listen to this caller, Stacey, because you will consider to fail and flop. Do not go to Popeyes. Don't go to White Castles. Go to the gym. Get a personal trainer, right? Monique have a personal trainer that really works for her, and she looks beautiful. And ever since she started losing that weight, she started getting the Netflix specials. She started getting movies. She started getting more recognizable because she took her health serious and she was able to be more clear-minded. They said, I really like Monique now. And now she have a successful third marriage. Again, you have lost the governor's race twice. If you want to win on the third time, like Monique won on the third time with her husband, lose the weight, my dear sister, and I can guarantee you will be next governor.
I yield the floor back to you, Brother Wiley. Thank you. Going back in the bushes. Love you.
Love you. Anybody else want to call in? I was not planning on doing this video, and you all have a lot of stuff to say. They said you can go to the gym one day and think you're a trainer or something. You say in public. Again, we are live. You can press 1 in the chat. I'm sorry. You can dial the number right now, 972-674-9462. Again, do you believe the allegations of her brother-in-law actually buying yoni or alleged yoni of a 16-year-old person, a woman? So you all can let me know with love. But with love, I had to say it, Miss Kitty Cat Cutie. And then, of course, we had a 53-minute conversation, and we have to agree to disagree. But I guarantee you, when you can push back the plate, you can win the governor's race. When you can push back the calories, you can win the governor's race. And that's my honest opinion. It will send shockwaves. And I've never lied to you guys. I've always told you all the truth. And that's what I believe. Now, when it comes to the brother-in-law, he's a sick, demented person if he did do this, right? But obviously something is wrong because he was falsely accused of something and he was exonerated. And now he has been accused of dealing with a 16-year-old. I personally need to see the security camera footage of that. Did he come in with this 16-year-old person? And is this the truth? And so, again, I am personally going to give you all more information with certain this case. As you all know, Stacy Abrams' sister is a federal judge, and she have not thrown him away as well. So we will give you all more information, you guys. I was not planning on talking about Stacy Abrams the way that I did, but I had to be honest. And Stacy Abrams, understand that Wiley's going to be honest with me, and I need that man in my campaign because he's going to be honest. And typically, when we having these honest conversations, that to me changes the world to be a better place. Unfortunately, because of media, everything got to be politically correct, meaning you got to politically lie to me. And as long as you make me feel good, I'm good. But I come from an era of being honest. And my honesty will definitely change the life of Stacy Abrams and will make her the number one politician in this world because she can listen to me verbatim. And if she want to become the president of the United States, you must bring down the calorie number. Because when you do that, you can say from a track record, I brought down wasteful spending of ordering in Popeyes. I focused on my health. I saw a problem and I brought it down. And here I am now. I can run a marathon. I'm not having heavy breathing. You can now see a neck that I did not have. You can see it now. And you're really understanding that. So it's a lot. The messaging behind weight loss can really translate to greatness when she run for governor for the third time. She lost the first two races. And so to make it successful the third time, you must start changing what you have failed the first two times and do something different and to change that. And that's what I honestly understand that I'm coming from, thinking about the future. And you all are worried about my language and the way that I deliver the message. But listen to the message, not my delivery of the message, but listen to the message. I said, if you push back the plate, many people will push the polls in your favor. And that's what I totally believe. So I see y'all in the chat. I see all of y'all showing me love in the chat. And again, we have the phone lines open up. So if you want to call in and give your thoughts, you are more than welcome to call in to give your thoughts. Because again, I love each and every one of you all in this matter. And again, we're going to go to other topic here. I just want to hear you all, your thoughts at this particular moment, because we have always been in here being honest and being truthful. And I will never stop telling you all the truth. No matter how difficult it is to swallow it, I will always tell you all the truth because it is the appropriate thing to do. Okay, it's the appropriate thing to do. And I'm going to say thank you. Now, we're going to go to our other topic here. We got 199 people watching around the world, and they all have their thoughts. And again, we are going to get more thoughts for the people as we go to these next topics here. Now, give me a second. What else are we going to talk about? We got to talk about Diddy. Diddy have been said allegedly that he had deleted a person that wrote a book called Bling. I believe the book called Bling. And he supposedly took out the author of that book. And that particular book was literally, the plot in that book was that a executive dating a young woman. And apparently the book did well. And the author of that book have been deleted, mysteriously have been let go. Even Kim Porter, mysteriously have been let go. And the person done her autopsy was fired. And the new person that did the autopsy said it was natural causes. The first guy that did the autopsy with so many A-list stars, said it was a homicide. New person did it, said it wasn't a homicide. It was actually natural causes. So we are giving you all these thoughts that are coming in about Diddy. It's really sad. We even got one of the other guys, Suge Knight, did a podcast, dragging Diddy and all of his behavior. I'm glad that this man is getting exposed, and it's so much getting exposed. I just saw a picture. We're not going to put this picture up here. I just saw a picture of Aaliyah when she was about 15, 16-year-old in the bed with Diddy, as well with many other women. They all in the bed together, and it looked like Aaliyah was. It looked like the room smelled like weed. Stinking weed. And so it was a picture of Aaliyah and a white woman and Diddy, and somebody else was in the bed with her as well, and Diddy was like smiling. Now, we cannot tell you if that picture is real or not, but it is circling around on the internet. But Diddy have always had an obsession of being with women that are younger than him, teenagers, right? So it's a lot of rumors that's going on that Diddy like to prey on young women, young girls. And I'm talking about young girls that's not even 18 years old. So a lot of his things are coming out, and he's been judged, he's been ridiculed, he's been exposed. And I think he should be exposed because it's not right to be dating teenage girls. And it's not even right to date any woman that you're putting your hands on or be in a relationship in, you're putting your hands on. It's crazy, it's unethical, and it's not right. And that's why we are minding our business in y'all's too by giving you all the facts. But most people were telling me, you know, Diddy doing all this while I'm so tired of talking about Diddy. I said, listen, when Diddy is in the news or he's in the media and he's going through this stuff, he's such a public figure and a worldwide figure that it will dominate the news. And it's been dominating the news for almost a week or two now. He settled the lawsuit before Thanksgiving, and ever since then, more women are coming out. Now, Diddy team did say, hey, they're just filing these fraudulent lawsuits and using the Survivor Act that was passed in New York and exploiting this act for their own financial gain. But if you know anything about civil court, they can sue you for whatever. Because the damage is done and he's losing these deals, it's making Diddy look bad. And because he settled and paid about 30 to 40, $50 million to Cassie, everybody going to want to pay that. And they're even going back to in the early 90s of what Diddy have did. The early 90s, you guys. What? The early 90s. They said the early 90s. Okay? The early 90s. It is just something. It's just really crazy. Really, 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 really crazy. And that's what it's at. It is just crazy that is going on. And it's really something. I see a lot of people is in here saying that Diddy going through this stuff is crazy. Like, you're paying all of this money. Now you got more cases are coming up. It is really sad. And I see a lot of people in here, you know, commenting about Diddy, and they're also commenting about Stacy Abrams, which is great because my sole job is to offer my opinion and you all give your thoughts. And most people that I can say, and I was shocked, they would say, while I'm on your side, that Diddy should be in prison for his behavior. And he shouldn't just have to pay money. He should also be in prison as well. And I think that you could do so much, not even the Illuminati or a system can protect you because you've been exposed. R. Kelly was protected for generations. For decades, right? You could say generations. And one day his money ran out. And all of that quote system couldn't protect them. And I think Diddy, somebody said, even though you got this power of wealth, I got to go after you. You did this to me. And so she spoke up and wrote, they filed a 35-page complaint in the courts. And in that complaint, they went in on Diddy all day long with allegations. And the allegations were so powerful that Diddy settled and such within 24 hours, he settled the suit. And so what that did opened the floodgates for all these other cases that pretty much would have been swept under the rug. And because the light is on him so much, it is so bright, they're posting stuff about him on a daily basis. Everybody is posting things about Diddy. Everybody got stuff to say about Diddy. I'm getting so many articles about Diddy. I have a producer that sends me stories on a daily basis. Now, the 9 of the 10 stories is about Diddy. About him being the leader, about him doing this aggressive stuff. It's like so much rumors about one man was in Diddy's house and they seen a dildo in his bathroom. And they said he used it on himself. So it's crazy. It's so many allegations with this man because people that have been screaming about Diddy behavior has been crazy. Now, it's been a tweet that I do. Let me see if I can read that tweet because somebody said some verbatim that it should not be about his life, his sexuality. It's about what he did to those women should be the focus point, not about his sexuality. It should be about him being an R-word, not about his sexuality. Somebody said the hip-hop community has a greater problem with Diddy possibly being bisexual man than they do him possibly being a predator, or R-word, and an abuser. That's the true problem in our community. We have to unlearn to combat the R-word culture. Diddy's sexuality isn't the issue. So everybody was talking about his sexuality, but they're knowing the predatory behavior, the abusive behavior, and also the R-word behavior. They're focusing on the bisexuality. They have nothing to do with it. You can't link that. Him being bisexual is not the reason why he did that. Him doing that is because his own demented, inhumane mind that made him do this, not because he's bisexual, because there's plenty of bisexual people that live in this world that's not out here abusing women, not out here R-word women. They're supporting women. They're amazing fathers. They're amazing husbands. They're amazing community leaders. They're amazing people in their day-to-day operation. They're not out here abusing women. So just because he go both ways, allegedly, does not make him do these type of inhumane stuff. He did that off his own sickness, and he needs to get it paid back. Now, it is an embarrassment that he weaponized his bisexuality and using that to control the women, like making them sleep with these men. Because that's what Cassie alleged. He made them sleep with these male workers, these male street workers, and she had to sleep with them. Then she had to book the hotel. She had to do all these things. People say, but why is she doing this? Why is she doing this? Because he was powerful. He wasn't your average Pookie and Ray Ray. He was a powerful man, and he controlled her career. He controlled her moves. And if she didn't do it, then they would have put out that Cassie is difficult to work with, and nobody's going to hire her. So no, that's why I'm glad that he put it out there. They said him being gay, but have nothing to do with him, what he did to women. Exactly. So we just have to put that out there, you guys. So again, they sent me this story, and I had to talk about it. Now, we're going to go to our last subject of the matter. Nicki Minaj, not only has she shifted her album, she also has been sued by a promoter in China. They're suing her for millions of dollars because apparently she was supposed to show up and perform in China. And because she did not show up in China, she had to pay millions. The promoter there is suing her company for millions of dollars for the failure of showing up in China. This to me is really sad because Nicki apparently did not want to show up because her husband wasn't allowed to travel because he's on house arrest and because he's on the SO list. So he didn't get permission. I think he's on parole as well. He didn't get permission to go, but as of right now, she didn't show up. And so that promoter wants their coins. You know, they put Nicki Minaj on there. It was apparently, I was going to pay her about $7 million, $7 to $8 million. I know it was a couple of million up there, and she didn't show up. So they said, hey, we about to sue you. Nicki is dealing with a problem because we're hearing that she's trying to push push the album to another date. I've heard rumors from some people in the industry that her album is not done, that she's finishing up the album now. And it's just like, we shall see. But then she also cussed out her fans saying that, you know, it will not be she's not giving out a track list and all of that. But, you know, she have a right to how she feel about her artistry, but the way how she talking about her fans is disgusting. And I don't think that's right. They say he has no respect, and that's what I have to understand. So as in, okay, I'm saying it right here, she should take her time. She should, but you should have just said your album not ready. You the one that put it out there, said Pick Friday 2 coming out in November. Then it said it can't come out in November because Lil Wayne released the album. Then it said your album is coming out on your birthday. So you're the one that's coming out with all these different release dates. It's crazy. And with that being said, Nicki Minaj, get it together. Now, I hope this album sell. And then I heard from the Barty Gang, they said that Nicki Minaj is in clear violation of the rules of Billboard because she's doing pre-sales. They said the album's going to drop on this date, but then she pushed the date to another date. So they said she's literally playing with the pre-sales number, the system, to go number one, when she's violating the rules and changing the date. So it's crazy, okay? It's really, really crazy. So this is what's going on out here. It's crazy, but I want to know what y'all thoughts about this. The number right here is on the screen, 972-674-9462. The number is on the screen here. What do you have to say concerning this matter? Do you think Nicki Minaj's album will sell? Do you think that she's going to be out the number one album, or do you think it's going to flop? Baby Spice said that is the picture with Damon Dash, Puff, Andre Harrell, and Aaliyah's in that picture too. Is that picture Real, I don't know. We will see about this in the future. But again, a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say. Just like when we talked about Stacy Abrams in the first segment, automatically people are judging Wiley because of my opinion, and I don't care. I've had my opinion, and this is my show, and I give my thoughts. But my audience give their thoughts. Like one of my top leading members, Lala called in. She said no, she challenged it, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. When you feel that a man is out of order, then it's the woman's job, with permission of the man, to speak up and to challenge my thoughts. And this is what we have on this show. We have what we have. Sometimes we agree on a topic. Sometimes we don't agree on a topic. Sometimes you challenge my ideas. Sometimes you don't. And that's what I like. They said, because it's great. They said music is not selling. They said call in, guys. They said join this channel to get access to the members only. I love that. I'm just seeing it right then and there. Just like right now, for the first time in history in a long time, we did a first segment and automatically got controversial. And automatically a call called in and challenged it. And the chat was aggressive of me. But at the same time, most of the people that was challenging me is because they want Stacy Abrams and others to keep eating baby back ribs and sweet potato pies, about a whole case of sweet potato pies. And that's fine. I just think that, that's their whole opinion, and that's fine. That's their thoughts. But I was able to get my thoughts. Like I said about Nicki Minaj, I feel that she do not care about her audience like that, because she know they're going to continue to give their thoughts. They're going to continue to be great. They're going to continue to say what they're going to say. And I challenged that idea, just like I challenged Lotto idea as well. And people were saying, hey, you're trying to drag Nicki. No, I just think that Nicki Minaj just getting the big head, and she needs to humble herself. All right? Needs to humble herself. Now, let's see what y'all said in these comments. She needs to humble herself. Let's see what y'all say in these comments. I see y'all in here. Welcome, everybody. They said much plus attention span, so don't start a song and talk about it for a day. Then on to the next. No drag. No, you tried to drag Stacy because the songs are trash. Cameron said on the Breakfast Club years ago, viral videos lasted longer than the songs nowadays. We all need to chill on baby back ribs and save our money because the politicians are puppets. Like people are saying it. They said we have classes from decades ago. I mean, people are still commenting. They say, hey, Wiley and producers, I am late. Happy holidays. Wow, that is so great. I see a lot of y'all have a lot of stuff to say in the chat. They said happy holidays. Welcome, everybody. If you're enjoying this show, press 1. If you're enjoying Wiley going live, press 1 in the chat. They said, right, baby. So it's obviously Page folks off to do his dirt. That's what people are saying. I mean, they're in the chat. They're saying Baby Spice saying fraud. I'm seeing people in the chat that they never hardly come in the chat. If this is your first time tuning into the Wiley Show, welcome. I just need y'all to welcome. If you're enjoying the show, press 1. If you didn't enjoy my commentary right there, but you still love me, press 2. Okay? All right? Let me know in the chat how y'all feel. Let me know in the chat how y'all feel at this very moment. Like, people got something to say. I love it. It's such a great thing. They said Wiley in these ads. Well, again, this is a show that is not ad free. We got to make our coins. And so that's what we at this very moment. Let me see what y'all saying. They said, yes, I was enjoying old music last night, but the way these headlines coming out, exposing everyone we love, is a shame. She isn't under a deal. People talk about Cobra for 2 seconds. Oh my gosh, y'all are dragging. They say I love you regardless. Oh, comment below and let's see your thoughts. Oh my gosh, y'all are commenting. Oh my god. Pay for premium, no ads. And let's be clear, they even went up on that price, child. They went up on that price. Premium used to be cheap, baby. That's almost like $20 a month. $20 a month. Okay. That's almost like $20 a month. But welcome, y'all. Welcome. I love each and every one of y'all in the chat. I said, hey, we're gonna go live. I don't think we missed a day. We didn't miss a beat going live on the Wiley Show. We didn't miss a beat. It says, show your support to the Wiley Show by hitting the Cash App, $Wiley28 or Zelle WileyShow@gmail.com. And so whoever recommended listen to the rap song I just finished based on your suggestion, The rap is interesting. They said it's like $17 a month. Smile. They said we love you, Wiley, and we understand about the ads, but we're going to complain our word off about these ads. They said is that as high as Netflix? Yeah, it's high because y'all like the video. Okay, I didn't even know it's a lot of ads. How many ads did y'all see? Really? Call in. What is going on with how many ads are y'all seeing? Because I don't know. I know I'm doing the show. I'm delivering the show. So some of y'all got how many ads did y'all see on the show? Let me know. Like, let me know how many ads y'all seeing on the show here. Let me know. They said join executive membership here at the Wiley Show. Make sure y'all join our membership. They said I saw like 5 or 6 already. What? They said I saw 5, but I don't care. I saw 4 so far. Is I'm the only one that show ads? Because do y'all have this problem with any other show? Probably 5. So wait a minute. Did y'all have seen everything? I think they show more because of the holidays. I'm not 100% sure. I think they show more because of holidays. But I'm not 100% sure. The number is 972. Can you call in and let me know? 972-674-9462. I'd have premium. The ads were too much. They said, Wiley, I can't. I don't own the system. I don't own it. I really wish I did. I don't own it, you guys. They said, LOL, I came and got premium. I just don't own the system. I don't own the system. The like button is free. I don't own the system. We could go ad free if we get sponsors to do it, but as of right now, no. They said no for me. Okay, so the number, anybody want to call in, 972-674-9462. You can call in to give your particular thoughts. They said the creators don't even get much from premium. Now, Wiley, the doctor said about the Red Bull, this is the first ever that I did. Lovely T had ads during the lives. And it's new YouTube trying to get money. Really? Lovely T have ads in her videos? Really? Is that what you're saying? Lovely T have that as well? I didn't know that. Lovely T have that as well? Really? I didn't know that. Lovely T have that as well. I need to check my statements because I swear I didn't know the price went up. They said I didn't get no ads in her live. Somebody said she had about 5. Is that true? I would probably, oh my gosh, really? I haven't seen ads in years. So wait a minute. Is I'm just the only one that's doing what's going on here? Is I'm the only one? Is I'm the only one? And don't forget, Vegas is coming up. I get ads doing Tasha K Live also, so it's just not me. All right, more bigger creators starting to have ads doing their lives. They're everywhere now. Yes, you're the only one for me. I'm the only one. Yes, me and Couture Bay, we're doing Vegas next year, the last weekend in April. Couture Bay will be coming. Me and Couture Bay will be in Vegas. And if anybody want to book their hotel rooms, so there'll be no confusion, we'll be at the Palace Station Hotel. So for the locals that are coming, that is free parking there. It's a casino that's open 24 hours. They have restaurants that's open 24 hours, and it's about 5 minutes off the strip. Some of you have already said y'all are coming. We already got people that's in Vegas said they're coming. And the reason why we chose the Palace Station for those that are the locals, and they could just go there for free, park for free. So we're doing that. And so the Vegas is the last weekend in April. That's the last weekend in April. And we want to do it in April because, again, I can't do it much further in the year because we're going to other stuff. We're going to be traveling more in the country. So we're going to be at Palace Station Hotel. Have any questions about that, you could just email me. You could book your room, book your flight, and stuff like that. For me, that made it easier for me. I have already booked my stuff for November, and then we postpone it. So we make sure everything is just in April. So this is the best time to get it. It's very cheap to get your stuff early now. And one thing about it, they said I went this year, you didn't come to Vegas. Oh, no, I told you we was going to postpone it from that. I don't know if you saw the thing, but anyway, So the people already in Vegas that are coming, and Katie Talk 1-on-1 will be coming as well. She lives in Vegas. She'll be joining us as well. So everybody. So my mom, she's doing her surgery in December. Everybody, my grandmother, she's in a different position now in a place, but so next year I already told my family, I said, listen, we're traveling more next year. I have to travel more in the country to bring more publicity for the show. So I'm looking forward to seeing the people for that. And so again, for those that have came through for that, and for my team and different ones that say, hey, I want to come and have a good time. So we're going to be traveling more. And so our first stop next year will be in April, and that will be the 26th, 27th, the 28th. And that's April 26th, 27th, 28th. That's the last weekend in April. And I know some people coming in on Thursday. I typically like to do that, come in on that Thursday on the 25th, because again, I like to get there on a Thursday. So I can have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I can fly out and go back where I'm going on that Monday. And so again, we at the Palace Station Hotel. If you have any questions, email me at wileyshowproduction@gmail.com. wileyshowproduction@gmail.com. We found out last year to respond quickly. I have it set up with my phone now. So if anybody texts me or email me, it comes directly to the phone. Because at first I had one email address coming to my phone. So now I get the notification for both emails. So if anybody email me anything about it, we will have that. So that's like April 26th, 27th, the 28th. And it will be on those days, April 26th, 27th, 28th. And that will be the last. And me and Couture Bay, so she's bringing her audience. If you want to see her, she will be there. I'm bringing my audience. And then Katie Talk 1-on-1, she will be coming as well, supporting that. And that's the last weekend in April. That's April 26th, 27th, and 28th. So again, that would be that way. So I'm looking forward to it. So it's going to be great. And it's going to be me, Couture Bay, and Katie Talk 1-on-1 will be coming as well. And I think none of y'all met Katie Talk. I never met her in person, but she's been on the show multiple times. I never met Couture Bay in person. This is my first experience meeting her in person. Neither my first experience. So Vegas is going to be fun. It's going to be great. And then all my East Coast people, we will put y'all on the calendar to do some stuff on the East Coast. So they'll be coming. I'll be coming for the East Coast, and I will make that announcement for our New York to come, because I've never been to New York. Okay, so it's gonna be great. So again, if you're not coming, that's fine. It's Vegas, and we had fun last time. We had Blue Skies, myself. We had Latavia. We had CUNY, Miss Kitty Cat CUNY. We had some other people from Vegas came last year. I mean, from for Virginia. Then we had the Vegas people. And so again, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. You're with Wiley. You're with Couture Bay. You're going to see Katie Talk 1-on-1. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And the one thing about the Palace Station, any hotel really, about that is everything is there. So of course I'm gonna gamble for the first time ever. I'm gonna gamble. I gotta do some gambling. So I'm gonna be gambling for the first time ever. I'm gonna gamble in Vegas. Okay. So I'm super excited. I'm just super excited for that. And I want to thank Couture Babe. She said, because we did a show. She said, well, I'm kind of whatever. I said, well, we could just do it together. And, you bring your people to Vegas. I bring my people to Vegas. And then, Katie Talk 1-on-1. She's going to come. We just do it together. Why not? Because we had so much fun the last time. So why not do it in April? Why not have this good old thing? Because I'm traveling more in 2024. Because number one, I want to meet my people more. I got to really show that the show is out there. We done Vegas. This is our second one. And we done Texas. We done two or three meet and greets in Texas. And this will be Vegas again. Then we got to do like some other states, other cities that we'll do as well. So I'm really looking forward to going to these other states and going to these, like visiting this other place. I've never done LA, so LA got to be on the docket because I've never done LA. I think I want to do Stockton, California. Never done Stockton, California. They have an election, so I'm going to add that on my calendar as well. So it'll be my first time ever covering a race in Stockton, California. I'm covering the City Hall, particularly District 6, that race for City Council. And of course, our Miss Wormsley, she's running for office against Jason. Jason Lee's trying to challenge her. She's the vice mayor. So of course, we had endorsed her for for that position because she's doing a great job. And we actually have some Stockton, California viewers that said, "Hey, Wiley, I'm interested. I'm glad you're interested in that race." I said, "Yeah." So I may be going to Stockton to participate for that as well. So it's great. It's great. Okay. They said, "I'm coming to Dallas in December. Can you be out there?" Well, I'm not 100% sure that I will be in Dallas in December. I'm not 100% sure. But you got to text me. I'm not 100% sure. They said, "Wiley is a sweetheart in person." I'm a sweetheart in person. I just think people just take my live commentary. I'm here to deliver content. And whatever's on my mind, I share it. And if you fall for it, you get the connection from me, it's good. If you don't, I understand. But this is what we do. This is what we do right here on The Wiley Show. So if you're the type of person and you say, "Hey, I don't like what you said, I don't like what you do," or blah, 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 that's fine. There's other avenues and other shows. But on this show, I just give my opinion. And it's just great. I give my opinion. It's awesome. It's great. And I believe I'm extremely sweet in person, like I'm sweet online. I'm sweet all over. I'm just awesome. I'm one of the greatest, sweetest guys ever. Very sweet. And everything. I am like literally the best, sweetest guy ever in public. And also on the internet, I just think people just think they're going to agree with everything I say. But no, that's not natural. You're not going to agree with everything your husband does. You're not going to agree with everything your wife does. You're not going to agree with everything your child does, right? That's not practical. And so stop trying to come on the internet think that you're going to agree with everything Wiley does. That's impossible. You cannot. If you start agreeing with everything I does, you don't see anything wrong. That means that you are lying to yourself because there is differences. There will be some things that you will feel a little rocky and a little timid and a little dry on, a little hot on, soaking wet on. But at least you are hearing this what that way. And I know sometimes where your husband might do something that you don't like, but he's the leader. You must fall in line. Of course, I am here as well. And women should stand when a man come in if he's paying the bills, if he's up a good provider, good credit, and he's making sure that you are, good in bed. You should definitely do that. And so, it's to be great. And so I just think it'll be good. I just know some people just have it a different type of way. The producers need to check you sometimes. Absolutely. And they do check me sometimes. When we do members only, they check me sometimes. We had a prophet on the show and they check me sometimes. Okay. All right. Your commentary is not rendering your show any sponsors. Well, again, that's them. The people is here. I'm not going to try to do my show to dictate sponsorships. And I never reached out for sponsors. Okay. It is what I never reached out to sponsors. So y'all always have this little challenge. But again, the people is here. And so long as the people entertain, I looked at my analytics, you guys, and it's high. It's through the roof. We are beating records, right? And so I just love it. Like we're beating records. This is the highest quarter of ever of the year. And I was shocked because we had a very bad quarter. I think the previous quarter was terrible. It was really, really terrible. I did a video. It was terrible. I was hurt. I was in pain. And that was like a very bad month. And so, again, we had to do a self-diagnostic test. And we listened to the viewers. And I said, I got to be me. I got to do what I got to do. I got to do more of that. And we did exactly that. And 20-30%, we're now monetized on Facebook. We're now the #1 rising creator for the 3rd or 4th week in a row on Facebook. We are, our Reels numbers have increased. Our Shorts numbers have increased. And so our long form content is stable and it's growing. And we're reached more subscribers. We have 32,700 subscribers. So people are watching and they're consuming the show. But again, you're not going to always agree of the show. And again, we have people in the live chat. We also have more people watching us in the bushes and they're entertained. And our numbers on station, very surprisingly, is up as well. Our station head numbers have increased as well. So people are tuning into the show. People are donating. We're putting the money into our show pot. So when we travel and get different things, like we had to get something for our laptop to raise it up a little bit. And we purchased that. We had got a ring light here. as well. So we're working on getting a mixer and a microphone, so it could be the same type of quality that we have in the Dallas studio, that we could duplicate it anywhere in the world. So I see people are in here. They said, and so it's great. So again, we're gonna do the after show on station here. Y'all wanted more videos. I believe me, Nate, and Prod of Me, and different ones that was in that live broadcast, it was very challenging me. They wanted more topics, and we did exactly that. We expanded the topics. And so we was on the members only. You wanted more topics. And I challenged them. I said, if you want more, send me more. What do you want? And those people left that members only, and they did exactly that. The moderators started to send more stories, as well as Prod of Me started to send extremely more stories to expand our reach. And so that's why we start talking about other topics. And so again, we did those meetings. It was a very uncomfortable situation. Didn't want to hear it, but we made those changes. And obviously, I didn't want to hear it, but I listened. I didn't want to hear it, but I listened to that. And we start adding more topics to the show. Now we have talked more about some white people, Taylor Swift, Britney Spears. We talked about the Diddy, the Cassie, and all of those people we never talked about before. We expanded upon and really deep dive. We talked about the Larry Reid piece and him pimping out the funeral and the people. So that's how it goes. Like, we have really been talking about it. And yes, we're going to do members only tomorrow. I get off work tomorrow. And of course, we're going to do members only. And I believe we have a special guest can come on members only. But yes, we are deserving to do a members only tomorrow. Shout out to the people that are new members. So again, members only, that's going to be tomorrow. So I just need you all to pay attention to the time, because we will post it all in members only all the time. But I will go live first on YouTube. So I'll let y'all know, hey, we about to do members only. I'm going to go live on station here, so everybody will be aware. But one thing about members only, if I post it in there, you get an email. So please use an email. It should be connected that you check, okay? That you check. Please use email. We did a members only last Sunday. It was a lot of difficulties. People were trashing me on the members only. We had people that were challenging me on last members only. They challenged me a lot, but it makes me a better creator. And so much have happened since the last members only. And so we're trying to be committed and doing the members only on Sunday and doing it on Sunday. And so y'all have been definitely tuning in on Sundays, okay? So yes, we'll be doing the members only on Sunday. So we try to keep it on Sunday and try to do it on Sunday. So again, it was people, I believe we had about 30 people last Sunday watching the Zoom. It's definitely great. So again, we have doing that as well. So we still have people commenting saying that Jimmy Garner wasn't exonerated for being wrongly accused. His DNA was found on 2 of the SA victims. He was exonerated because he was granted a retrial, and it took 23 years to have another day in court. Okay, well, he was still exonerated. But do you want to call in and give your thoughts about that? We still live. 972-674-9462. We talked about that, but we have to thank the producers. We really have to thank the producers for letting me know about that. We have to thank the producers. They came through. We have to thank the producers, because the producers came through and made sure to do it. Okay. All right, let me see. If the numbers is up there, anybody want to call in? They came through. Okay, they have came through as well. They have came through, and I love the producers. The producers have came through. Wow. That came through. Okay. Let me see. Give me 1 second, you guys. We still live. Baby, people is watching us. Let me call one of the producers. Hold on. We live, y'all. We live. Okay, they not answering. Wait a minute. Did they change something on the iPhone? If they change something on the iPhone? Really? Let me call Blue Skies. Did they change something on iPhone? Oh, it was great. I want to talk about that topic you sent me. If you free tomorrow to talk about it. I know it broke yesterday. I was tired yesterday. I'm live right now. I thought you wanted to talk about it tomorrow. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't want nothing. I did see the story. Yeah, and you could definitely well, I'm gonna talk about that story tomorrow because it's Sunday. I'm gonna talk about that in members only, so they can definitely talk about, because YouTube, when you talk about those type of controversial subjects, they be like they're a little fickle with the money, making it ad friendly. So we can talk about that on members only. I know. And it's I know. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll definitely talk about that tomorrow. I'll give that to them for members only. We can talk about that tomorrow. And I believe, I believe we have a prophet. He's going to be coming on tomorrow as well on members only. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully you can come through tomorrow and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna do this most so because I get off early in the morning, so probably like about 3, 4, 5, like in the evening time, and then I gotta text, see what time he's actually free to come on as well, because he want to do a couple of readings and different stuff on members only. So I said, oh, that'd be great for members only, some different, some fresh for the members tomorrow. But yeah, they just act. I'm like live right now. They were dragging me about Stacy Abrams, so I'm getting dragged right now in the comments. Of course, I'm getting dragged. They drag me right now. They're looking at me right now, dragging me. They did. Yeah. You gonna do fair then the state, yeah. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Blue Skies. Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye. I think somebody else had called me back. Hold on, y'all. Oh, they had an update because this is a nice little update. Okay. Okay. This is a nice little update. It's really nice. It seemed like I had a brand new phone. Hey, I didn't know if you wanted to come on and say something about Diddy or something. I didn't know because you. Oh yeah, I just talked about that. Did you want to say something about call in and say something about that or no? I Yeah, you could come on because again, I'm live right now, so make sure you can call in. I talked about it, and of course, I got dragged, but of course, they. Well, I said no. I said that it seems like a setup, but the sister is endorsing it because the sister is a federal judge. And then I looked at the picture of Stacy Abrams and I said, "Oh my gosh, she is obese, and if she want to become governor, she have to lose the weight." And so, of course, it triggered a lot of the plus side women in the chat, and they well, again, I probably plus size. A lot of them they would say I'm big boned or thick on the thicker side. So they were dragging me in the chat, say, "How can you talk like this? You're lying at the back of your head. You have male chest meat, etc." But I was personally giving my thoughts, and then they automatically just started just dragging me for Phil, dragging me. But we did get a caller for the first time in history. Couldn't even wait to the end of the show. They called me just to talk about that segment. Yeah, they just to call me and just talk about the segment, so they just did it. And then right now, someone just said, "This is ghetto, taking phone calls and kikiing to your boy to it." I'm not talking to. These are beautiful women. Yeah, they're dragging me because I'm taking phone calls and everything like that. And yeah, okay, all right, bye bye. Y'all are dragging me for Phil. I'm getting dragged. What? Why is I'm getting dragged? Okay. I'm getting dragged. Why is I'm getting dragged? Mm-hmm. Get away from my door. Get away from my door. I'm live. What are y'all at my door? Hello. Yeah, they said I was on the phone with a boy toy, and clearly you're not a boy or a toy. You are a beautiful. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Hold on one second. Yeah. So we have
Yeah.
part of me on you guys, and this is not the boy, so I had it on mute, honestly. So you would repeat what you just said so they can hear you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so yeah, I was trying to figure out how Stacey Abrams' sister, who is a federal judge, became married to a convicted criminal. And it looks like he was only exonerated because the crime lab boss was caught falsifying evidence in other cases, including this person's case. But apparently they did find his DNA on the victim.
And because the sister, again, you guys, is a federal judge.
A federal judge. So I'm
Is a
just
federal
like,
judge. Why would she pick? It's
a
something gotta
criminal.
be with women that is obsessed with men with a sketchy past, from the Nicki.
Low self-esteem.
You really believe that it's a low self-esteem?
Wiley, nothing else makes sense. You cannot tell me you sat there and took your behind to college, and then you went to law school, and then you became an attorney, and you worked your way up to becoming a federal judge, and you sit your behind down and decide that you want to marry a convicted criminal.
That's the point that's coming off of that. And they were
Sense.
saying this is like a takedown of Stacy Abrams as well.
No, because this really has nothing to do with Stacy Abrams. The only reason why we're talking about it is because this person is adjacent to Stacy Abrams, which is sad because this type of thing, like men soliciting underage children for sex, like this goes on a lot and it's not talked about enough. That's just like here, I think on Wednesday or Thursday evening, there was I want to get his title right, but I think he works for the Department of Defense. Okay, so he was caught up in a human trafficking ring, and that was not all over the news. Like they just snuck that in there.
And I'm assuming that because Stacey Abrams is black and the brother-in-law is black, this story is pretty much went everywhere. Honestly, it's a lot.
Yeah, if it's a black person doing
I
any type
know
of
it will cause Stacey
wrongdoing,
Abrams to do a lot of stress eating, because this have to be a lot. So I can really tell she's going to push up the Popeyes and really eat a lot because this is going to bring up a lot of stress.
How many plates do you think she ate for Thanksgiving?
With a huge number of BMI, that huge number, they go and they stress eat. So again, it will be a lot of midnight runs to get ice cream because of this. Honestly, this report.
How many Thanksgiving plates do you think she ate on Thursday?
Honestly, with this news, it have to be not about the plate. I would say the pan of it.
I'm weak.
And so honestly, it's a lot of stress eating. And the data have showed that if they are dealing with a crisis and you're typically on the obesity side, you eat more. And because she is dealing with this crisis of her brother-in-law, it will definitely be a stress eating trigger, a stress eating tsunami that's going to be a rush for it. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. And we shall see because, you know, yeah, it's a lot that's going to be coming on. Already it's people in the chat. It's saying maybe Wiley is telling the truth. It will be a heavy stress eating. Your thoughts?
I mean, politics is very stressful.
I believe it's a very stressful thing, but and also if she can't handle her brother-in-law and she stress eat, what if she can't do a budget? She's gonna eat, go to the governor mansion, and really overwork the cooking staff. I personally believe that she have lost the first two races, and we're trying to make sure she's successful the third time.
No, she does not need to run again because when she ran this year, she embarrassed herself. Or was that last year? Did she run this year or was that? I don't know. Whatever the last time she was, whenever she ran last, she embarrassed herself because she thought she was going to win the race just off of abortion rights. Like, girl, are you serious? That's all you have to discuss? Like, that's what you're going to do for your term? Make sure that women are able to get an abortion. That's it?
Right. And that's personally what I would see for her, that if she would have done right and said something about the healthy eating and about health, I think that would have helped her in the long run, honestly. And we're only being honest as the public. And I want the public to hear me. I'm speaking from my own experience as a voter, that we vote on fitness, we vote on beauty. And if she does that, it will immediately show that we're gonna vote her in, because she have seen a obese problem and she done a massive action to bring that weight down to an appropriate, classy weight size. And so that's why we're automatically focusing on that, because they were talking about her size. So it's no different than Governor Christie. They made fun of his weight. And that's probably why he lost, because he was so focusing on the menu and desserts instead of focusing on bringing down the deficit in the state of New Jersey. So again, we're just giving our thoughts. And as of right now, when Governor Christie is running, they're literally making fun of Governor Christie and calling him a Governor Krispy Kreme Donuts. So that's what they're saying. And so are we really going to say a lot? That's what they said. They make those type of jokes. And they wouldn't make it if he was a slim guy. And Governor Christie, I believe, if he was physically fit and have a 6-pack instead of a 30-pack, many people would say, we got to vote for him because, wow, this is so incredible.
Child, anyway, but okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I need to know what is going on with this man and this federal judge, because they were talking about he was wrongly convicted. Okay, but that's not really true, because he was supposed to be retried in September of 2016, but the prosecutors dropped the charges because they said they didn't think their case against him was strong enough to present to a jury.
Right.
So, okay, so that was in September of 2016. In 2018 is when he married Leslie Abrams, which is Stacy's sister, who is a federal judge. Girl, it's like, girl, what? So I know that they knew about this stuff. So, I mean, do you think that he lied to her?
I think
that's a hell of a lie.
I think he did lie. And I think that maybe the prison team exonerated Ping really woke up the bottom of those walls.
I'm weak.
And she fell in love with it. So you got to understand, he probably did something to that Ping probably did something to that yoni that woke it up.
This is too much. See, you know what? This makes me want to petition for people that want to be attorneys and judges and police officers. Y'all need a psych evaluation before you fill out an application for government. Because you are a federal judge and you married a rapist. Yes. And then you showed up at court after he tried to solicit an underage child. And when she told him no, he started choking her. What is this? I need a press conference with him, his wife, and Stacy. I need the three of y'all to explain what this mess is.
That is it. It's honestly, me and you are talking in the chat, and people are saying, you know, Wiley, what you and part of me is saying, I never thought about that. Because again, she's highly educated. She's a federal judge, meaning that she went to law school, etc.
Exactly. And something got to be wrong with your mental health.
Yeah.
For you to sit there and do all that, get all that education, all these accolades, become a federal judge, and you turn around and we don't know how long they were dating. This article doesn't really detail that, but we know that he was released in April of 2016,
right,
and they got married at some point in 2018. So this is why I be telling women, you have to keep your legs closed. I understand y'all think that y'all enjoy sex and all this other stuff, but these men out here, they don't care.
You're right. They don't care. And that's why me and you are talking and having this conversation. There is something weird about all of this.
And you know it has to do with that convicted prison pain.
Yeah, that convicted prison pain. And literally locking down that bottom of the yoni took it, and it really confused the mind. And she made an irrational decision by marrying him because, again, she married this man, and now he is probably going to be the reason why Stacy Abrams is going to have this stain, this grease stain on her resume.
I literally said this to my friend the other day. I said, anytime a woman has fallen from grace, it was because of a man. And I stand on that. Why do y'all let men bring y'all down? Y'all sit there and go to nursing school, go to medical school, go to law school, and marry a bum. A literal bum. No house, no car, no job, no money, no 401k, nothing. A literal bum. Something has to be wrong with your mental.
Something had to be wrong with the mental right in there. And that's why me and you and others is having this conversation. Why is it that they're taking this time to marry that man, and now this man wicked behavior is bringing down the legacy?
Everybody,
not the weight,
everybody, not just his wife.
The legacy, and adding more weight on her with the rescue. It had to be a lot.
I'm weak. It's too much. It's too much. I was telling somebody about this lady. She was like a prolific BRUG trafficker. And the only reason why the feds were able to catch her was because she pillow talked with a man and he got arrested and ratted her out. Stop laying down with these no good niggas. Damn.
And I'm glad you brought it up. And I'm glad we're having this conversation. And the conversation.
Now he in jail in Tampa.
And this
conversation. And I bet you right down there in Tampa.
This conversation needs to be had. I see people in the chat. They have a lot of stuff to say. And thank you all for y'all amazing support. Thank you. All right.
And I don't think he was set up. I honestly do not think this man was set up.
So you don't believe he was set up at all?
No, I do not believe he was set up because who he acts like he's a public figure. Like, who would set this nigga up? He looks like the average bum on the corner of downtown Atlanta.
So you think he was? You don't think he was set up at all?
No, sir. I think he found a child worker, and yeah, I think that's what happened. And then she probably thought he was weird, which he is.
And you don't think he was set up at all? And that's your thoughts about it? And, and I agree with you because you should have your thoughts. And you have your thoughts. And thank you so very much, Proud of Me, for coming on. They said, based on the article, someone said, it seems sketchy.
DNA should be rare.
They say it seems sketchy. So again, so they said his peen set him up. His peen set him up. Hold on, we got somebody else calling in. Pardon me, are you finished with your thoughts? Because again, you brought this story to my attention and we had to deliver it. And nobody else was talking about this, about Stacy Abrams.
That's crazy. This should be a huge story.
This should be a huge story, but
about this on the news here.
Yeah, and you told me about it, and I talked about it, and I'm automatically getting dragged by the women. So we will see, but they're not dragging him for what he did to the 14-year-old, the 16-year-old. They're dragging because, oh, you're talking about her weight and blah, 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 blah. But it's factual that she's obese. It's factual that I'm obese, right? And so why is it that
I feel like in this situation, she should be dragged by her hair follicles, because what is going on in your family? People already thought Stacey Abrams was like weird and like off-putting, and now we know why.
Wow.
So Stacey, my question is, what are you doing? Because we see now what your sister was up to with her husband. What are you doing? Now I want to see what's in your closet.
Wow. And that you're saying that particular point, and people are saying that what you're saying is great because you are a woman and you see that it's something off-putting, and that's a lot of putting.
She's very strange. She's very weird, and I don't know what it is, but she's very like I don't know. She gives me like a disturbed feeling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad you're saying it as a woman, and I think a lot of people won't survive in Hollywood because if the scene calls for a certain size and they don't want an obese person, you won't get that role. But and they're very say, "Oh my God, you too big, mama, for this role. We want a physique model size, maybe a size 4 or 5." But the way
Kay Jones must be new. She said this is a Hispanic dragging a black woman. Girl, bye. I'm not Hispanic, so I'm not sure who you're referring to.
What did she say?
She said I was Hispanic.
She said you was Hispanic? What?
Yes, somebody named Kay Jones in the chat said I'm Hispanic.
Did she actually say that?
She said this is a Hispanic dragging a black woman. Girl, bye. Kay Jones, you can go back a couple of videos, and I came on camera. And I've come on camera multiple times on the members only Zoom. I'm very much black, not Hispanic.
Wow. Now she said you are Hispanic. Like, what? This is too much. This is too much. But you have your opinion, and I just think that they don't like your opinion.
Yeah, that's the go-to. If they don't know who you are in the chat and you're saying something they don't like, you're slow, you're obese, you're lonely, you're Hispanic.
Yeah, they always get to that piece. But I'm glad that me and you are talking, and we're talking about this case about Stacey Abrams. this should be a topic that is sending shockwaves in this sector, but obviously they did not talk about it. But thank you for bringing this story to my attention. And
Of course. Are you going to buy the audiobook for Bling?
yes, I'm going to buy the audiobook for Bling because you told me that Diddy, well, no, the reports are telling me that Diddy took out the author of the book, or the author mysteriously got deleted.
That's what they said.
Passed away.
Said.
So we are definitely going to talk about this.
And then I think I sent you the article where the first medical examiner who did the first autopsy on Kim Porter, child, he got fired for saying that her death was a homicide, and then he mysteriously died.
Yeah, it's very weird. Everywhere around them is going away, mysteriously dying, and so I'm glad that we were able to have that conversation and bring it into this matter. There will be more stuff, and there's a question in the chat. They said, "Is the book?" La Maria said, "Quote: Is that a book about P Diddy?" Yeah, well, could be because the book was about.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. All right. So this book came out a long time ago, right? But this lady, the author who wrote the book, has been best friends with Kimora Lee Simmons and Kim Porter since they first started modeling. So just imagine the stuff that she knew from Kim and Kimora. Now, remember, before Cassie came along, there was Kim. And Gene Deal already came out and said the same stuff that Diddy was doing to Cassie, he was doing to Kim before Cassie came along.
So that's what that's about. But I personally want to say this to you and to others that are watching this broadcast. Thank you, Proud of Me, for bringing this to my attention, and we were having this dialogue. And there is more information that's going to come out about Diddy. So many stories, and this year is not even over. We have probably about 5 weeks into 2024, and already Diddy have dominated the news cycle for the last going on 2 weeks now. And so there is more because there are more lawsuits that have came up against Diddy, and we don't know. He have already lost deals with Macy's, liquor deals. And so that's not good because he's losing money, even though he got money. I think he's going to survive because he made a lot of money with music. He owns a lot of rights to people's songs. So he still make a lot of money doing the music side, but all of those other side projects is going away. And even people are leaving Revolt because they don't want to be associated. And also Carisha's career is at a standstill because
did she even have a career in the first place?
Well, as a podcast host, that's part of her brand, not as an artist, because that was bringing in some money for her. Like she winning awards. It was great ratings for Revolt.
All that money was going to Brother Love.
All that money was going to Brother Love, but also too, it helps her image as a host, right? As a person, as an interviewer. But it's going to be difficult for her to get stars on her show to talk freaky because she got that black cloud, that stench of Diddy and those freak-offs hanging over her head. So we shall see how this future is going to end up. Again, we have Proud of Me on the show. Thank you so very much, Proud of Me, for that. And y'all better thank her because she keeps the stories coming in. And I love her so much. She just... You said what now, sis? You said what?
I love you too.
I love you too. I couldn't hear you because my niece is all in the back. I couldn't even hear what you said. I love you too.
I'm weak.
I love you too. So we're going to keep you updated about Stacy Abrams because you're going to make sure you keep me updated about
she must be in hiding. Her big self must be in hiding somewhere, probably hiding down the street in Popeyes.
Ah! I heard that.
You should be embarrassed.
Well, we thank you so very much, Proud of Me, for calling in.
Thank you, Wiley.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so anybody else that was calling in, you are now more than welcome to call in at this time. That number is 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462. If you're calling in now, it is the time for you to call in. 972-674-9462 is the number. If you want to call in at this appropriate time, you can call in. That's the number. Again, 972-674-9462. I want you all to type that number in the chat so that people can know. 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. Another bodyguard posted and said he's ready to tell the truth about Cassie and Diddy. This is something, you guys, this is going on all over the country. And you guys better know that we're not playing no games reporting this particular case. And we are doing it right then and there. Again, that number is 972-674-9462. And we want to thank you all for y'all amazing support. And that is, again, 972-674-9462. If you want to call in, that is at this appropriate time, you can call in. And so, again, thank you all for your amazing support. 972-674 972-674 674-9462 if you want to call in. So we seeing y'all in the chat. I personally want to thank my producers. I see my producers in here, and they're in here heavy. Also, I think we have the icon from New York is in the bushes watching us as well. And I believe someone just said Stacy Abrams is in the bushes watching us as well. And so we want to say thank you for that way. And I don't believe he's Brother Love. I want to tell you that right then and there. Brother Love is no love. Love is an action word. Love is not bringing pain and getting someone hooked on alcohol or a substance. So that's not love at all. So okay, I'm looking at. They said even Diddy is watching as well. I said we have DJ Envy in the chat. DJ Envy is in the chat. So shout out to DJ Envy. He's in the chat as well. So it's going to be great. Thank you all so very much. I'm about to go watch Survivor Series. Because I didn't even know it was coming on. I knew it was coming on. I was supposed to be there, but I had picked up to go to work. But I'm looking at y'all in the chat. Time out. I'm looking at y'all in the chat right now. Okay. I'm looking at we got DJ Envy in the chat. We see y'all right now. We got DJ Envy in the chat. So we thank you all. DJ Envy is in the chat, DJ Envy. So we thank him for being in the chat as well. Okay. Let me see. Someone said DJ Envy is not in the chat, darling. DJ Envy is not in the chat. That is what they're saying. Someone said, quote, DJ Envy is not in the chat. DJ Envy is not in the chat. Someone did say that as well. They said Cesar Pena is in the chat. Someone said Cesar Pena is in the chat. Somebody said Cesar Pena is in the chat. But I'm hearing right now that said DJ Envy is not in the chat. So I'm getting this many different for that type of way. But I do see a DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club in the chat, and that's what someone is saying to me at this very moment. Okay. If that's what y'all are saying in here, I'm just asking a question. You guys, you don't have to be mad at me. I'm asking a question. Is DJ Envy in the chat? Okay. Okay. Is DJ Envy in the chat? Someone did say he's in the chat. Okay. They're saying Cesar Pena went to the same real estate school that my mom went to. Really? I didn't know they went to the same school. I didn't know that. Really? I didn't know that. They said Jeannie stayed ready. Jeannie stayed ready. He know where the bodies are at child. Diddy ain't gonna mess with him. LOL. They say move on. So we got a lot of people saying and stuff like that. Oh my God, somebody just told me to move on. Just told me what to do. Really? Oh, do they talk to their husband like that? Probably so. You ain't gonna tell me to move on like that. Talking about move on. You see that what that woman just said? Anyway, I ain't gonna bother because again, that's her business. That's her business. But again, I guess she talked to me like she talking to her husband. But she came to me and said, "Oh," I said, "What? Did you just hear that?" Said, "Move on." Did you hear that? Wow. But that's women. You know, women. I guess they're in their feelings like that. Let them be in their feelings. But she definitely said that verbatim to me. She said, "Well, whatever." She said, "Move on," and she birthfully just said that to me. Okay, and I'm a mind my business. I can't say it as well. They're saying that she is single. Somebody said that she is single. That somebody just said she is single. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Somebody says she's single. Did you just say that she is single? Did somebody just say she's single? Okay, live tonight, immediately following Survivor Series, they're having a press conference. Oh, yes! Ah! I love Survivor Series. So, oh, they're in Chicago! Oh, my God! Oh, my God, I should have been there! All right, little black boy, you're beautiful. Oh no, they ain't started yet. This the pre-show. Okay, man, I don't want to see no pre-show. Them talking about no potato chips. They said we now moving on because Suge Knight was talking about how Diddy was getting his breadbasket ran through. We got to talk. Can somebody send me Suge Knight podcast? Because I want to listen to his podcast. Can somebody send me his podcast? I definitely want to listen to his podcast. Also, have y'all been enjoying the Wiley Show? Okay. I gotta do the mic. I need a microphone. So we're gonna get the mixer and the microphone. I'm gonna send it to you. Thank you so very much. Also, we'll be watching the Soul Train Awards. The Soul Train Awards. Kiki Parma is the host. We're gonna be watching the Soul Train Awards, giving our thoughts about that. And on Monday, I will be getting my leg brace. Oh my gosh! On Monday, I'll be getting my leg brace. On Monday, can you believe that? On Monday, I will be getting my leg brace. On Monday, I will be getting my leg brace. On Monday, I will be getting my leg brace on Monday. I'm so excited. And so, again, we will be showcasing that broadcast of me getting my leg brace on Monday. I'll be getting my leg brace. So, again, I'm super excited about that. I'm getting my leg brace on Monday, and I'm excited. I'm just super, super excited. I'm super, super excited. Are we getting my leg brace on Monday? Oh, wait, let me call my brother back. I'm getting my leg brace. My leg, L-E-G, brace. Leg brace. Are we getting it back? My leg brace. No, leg. L-E-G, leg, brace. We're getting that back to I will get a leg. I was fitted for my leg brace last time, and I'm getting my leg brace on my leg. All right. Oh, that's my brother's calling me. Hey, bro, I see that you had a call. Give me a call back and stuff like, because I know you was talking about like the Uber stuff. Give me a call back. And yeah, give me a call back. I'll be free anytime. All right, bye. All right. They said you kept saying neck. I kept saying neck. No, my leg brace. All right. Love you all so very much. I'm about to go. I'm about to watch me some Survivor Series. And yeah, I'm about to go eat. I'm gonna watch me Survivor Series. I love you all. I'm gonna take me a hot shower. Gonna have work today. Have to go to work today, and it's gonna be exciting. I'm doing an after show, probably on station here, probably, yeah. But I have to watch Survivor Series. I mean, we hearing rumors that CM Punk will be returning. CM Punk going to be returning. Mouth Open and I are huge wrestling fans. She's a huge wrestling fan. And that's why me and her connect on a spiritual level, huge wrestling fan. And one thing I like about Mouth Open, she's very honest, very, very honest. And she's from the Trinidad. And so she's very, very honest, and she keeps it real about me. And it was her that made sure I was connected with Michelle ATLN. So we love her as well. And so thank you all so very much. This has been an amazing show, and I will see you all later. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. This has been an amazing video. We have talked to y'all very nice and very professional. And again, for those that is obese or anybody that's going through like myself, we also have to take time, and we also have to take time and do it. They say, yes, I love me some wrestling. I'm going to text you. Thank you, Mookie. And Mookie is a huge wrestling fan as well. And so I love you all. And I can't even come back because I'll be at work, and I don't do shows at work. I love people, and they miss me there. They say, can you do overnight? We love you so much. And, okay. Silent night. Holy night. Oh, it's God, and all is right. Round the mother. Okay, I gotta get ready for Christmas. Okay. Because I like singing for my residents. I like Christmas. Christmas is the favorite time of the year, okay? I love it. And I have so many memories of Christmas because I always work during Christmas. I like working during Christmas because I like singing in front of like elderly people. I love it. And oh my gosh, it was one particular memory of me singing, and of course she pretty much didn't like my skin complexion. And she clearly said to me, she said, hey, you know, I would sing a song, and clearly she didn't like my skin complexion. And I said, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. And I said, I'm dreaming of a Christmas. So I would sing it, and I would be like, I'm dreaming of a white. And she would get up and she would say Christmas. And so those were just the memories of that. And so again, I love Christmas. Christmas is amazing. I love Christmas movies. I love the beautiful Christmas. I love white Christmas. I love Santa. And I love beautiful white Santa is the best, one of the best. I don't too much care about a black Santa because I never was into black Santa. I love beautiful white Santa. And there's nothing wrong with a black Santa at all. I love black Santa as well. That's what you like. But, you know, Pookie and Ray Ray being an elf, the elves. And so, again, I like beautiful Santa. I just love it. So, again, thank you all so very much. For those that want to send me a Christmas gift, you can always send it to our Cash App, $Marquise28. What do I want for Christmas? I just want clothes. I want beautiful clothes, beautiful outfits that I can stand up to. I'm 6'2", about 310, 15 pounds. So if you want to buy me some clothes for Christmas, shirts for Christmas, I wear size 14 shoes. If you want to buy me some black dress shoes, I'm a 14 wide in dress shoes. So if you want to do anything for me for Christmas, if you want to buy me a Christmas card, you can. Please, you gotta buy me a Christmas card. You can at this very moment. You gotta buy me a beautiful Christmas card. Again, do not send me any of your undergarments. I do not sign undergarments. So if someone did send me some undergarments to sign, it was used undergarments. I do not like to sign undergarments at this particular time. But of course, if you want to buy me beautiful shoes, 14 wide shoe as well, 14 wide. And so if you want to buy me any type of shoes as well, but you know. My point. They said, when does Scooby come? I don't know when does Scooby come on, but again, we're watching WWE WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and I have to thank you all because y'all made it possible for me to go to WrestleMania this year. I didn't ask y'all to give me to go to Survivor Series because again, I didn't want y'all to see did that type of way, and I kind of forgot to ask y'all to have me go to Survivor Series. But of course, because I know y'all would have let me go to Survivor Series. But of course, I didn't. But I will ask y'all to get me to go to. I do want to go to WrestleMania on next year. So again, we asked that you all have it because I want to go to WrestleMania. I want to cover that event. But y'all was so excited. Y'all got me to go to Survivor Series, and I mean, y'all got me to go to WrestleMania. And Stone Cold Steve Austin came, and it was because of you all. And I had a good seat. And I personally want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just want to say thank you. And to Love Maria and different ones, my members, we're gonna be with y'all tomorrow. And Love Maria always tell me when you going live, Wiley, what we doing members only. She ain't have to say that because we've been on it to the point that she ain't got to say it. Well, it was a point that Love Maria will hit me up every day. You're going live today. You're going live today. You're going live today. For that way, Dirty Mac said, "quote What's the leg brace for? The leg brace is for stability of my leg." Stability of my leg. I was doing physical therapy as well. I got about 2 sessions with physical therapy that I have to do. So I'm gonna schedule my last 2 physical therapy sessions. And yeah, and I like the physical therapy, but the leg brace. No, it's not because I broke my leg. It's just my leg brace. It's just a leg brace. It's to keep it in alignment of the leg. But I did not break it or anything. Praise God. But yes, at this particular moment, that's why I had to get the leg brace. A lot of people don't know I have mild cerebral palsy. I'm very mild. And so people didn't know it. And so do it. So I want the leg brace because I'll be doing a lot of walking in Vegas. I'm already walking a lot because I will be getting ready for Las Vegas. So and I will have to walk a lot as well. Thank you all so very much. Women, you may stand because I am finished. You may stand at this appropriate time. You may stand at this appropriate time. And thank you all so very much. Brothers, thank you all so very much. Go to your wives and be a leader and don't be a follower. Your job is to lead. And the job for the wife is to make sure they're cooking the fried chicken and making sure that you eat a hot meal, fresh hot meal as well. So all the women should make sure they be in the kitchen, hot meal. They should not be doing any Thanksgiving leftovers, hot meal that they should be connected as well. And if they are disobedient, you have to tell the woman with love. You cannot be disobedient as well. You all may stand at this very time, and we will see you all later. Thank you all so very much. To the brothers in the chat, you all are leaders. Don't let your woman lead you. You are not a beta. You are an alpha. And if you are a beta, stop being a beta. Be an alpha. You got to lead. All right. Thank you all so very much. I don't want anybody to come and judge me. And if you got something to say about it, you can criticize me later. What's up that type of way? Okay. Hello, you live on the show. Hello.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey, we're about to end the show right now, but what's your thoughts? Hello?
The middle of the show. I was calling to see what was up with this Diddy situation.
Oh, the Diddy situation. That's Diddy. He's doing what he's doing.
That's why I was calling to see what's up with him. I guess he off somebody or something.
Yeah, he did. He had also, but he had to go back to he had offered Yeah, he had offered that and stuff like that. But yeah, we didn't already talked about the Diddy situation. Were you on time, man? Were you on time?
Huh?
Did you get to the show on time?
Oh, hold on. My thing disconnected. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Did I get to the show on time? No, I didn't get to the show on time. I just got here in the end. You was roasting some politician.
Oh, okay. You got towards the end. I'm so sorry for that.
So I called too late. Because if I call too late, then that's fine.
Oh, no, it's fine. That's fine. And stuff like that.
I'll call back on another show.
Oh, no. You're beautiful. Are you in there with your husband? I'm assuming that he's there. Did you cook for your husband today?
He actually just left and went to work. So
you made sure he left the house happy?
He got his lunch. He happy. He good.
Okay. And so I will give you a pass because you was helping your husband, your head of the household. So again, I will not check you for being late. I will give you that excuse because you was cooking. You did give him a lunch. Now, did you give him a cold lunch or was it food? Let me know.
He got some food. He good.
What was on the menu?
We got some little steak, you know what I'm saying, potatoes. A little bit of a roll here, you know what I'm saying? We ain't do nothing too major. So, I mean, but he ain't finna be hungry, so he got his food. But I sure came in at the end. But I went back to the beginning to see what y'all was talking about, because when I called, you was on the phone with somebody. So I was like, okay, so what's going on here or whatever? And it seemed like I got like the end of Diddy part or whatever. And it seemed like it got rushed through too. Cause I'm like, hold on, let me see what's up since he's taking calls.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
87, but again, you left him with a good meal. And I'm assuming you did give him some sloppy toppy or no?
No, he ain't getting no sloppy toppy today. I don't feel like giving no sloppy toppy today.
He did not get it because you didn't feel like doing a sloppy toppy at all?
I ain't feel like it. I ain't got to do nothing. I don't feel like my name ain't Cassie. I don't got to do nothing if I don't feel like doing it.
Okay.
He ain't even have to get no steak up in this mug.
I understand. So again, what did he have for the lunch?
He had steak, potatoes, and a roll.
Okay. Well, on that note, I thank you so very much. You know I love you. And
you're welcome. I love you too.
I love you because you do have a style of it as well. What is your dress size?
My dress size, I think I wear like a 6. You know, I'm a little bit of a slim goodie. You know, just enough. Just enough.
What
I wear a size 6. You know, I'm built like a Barbie. You know, I'm not. I ain't got no X.
Size 6?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you said. A size 6.
Yeah, and dresses, yeah.
And dresses, okay.
Or what? Or should that be like a medium?
No,
I don't know, like a medium.
I'm actually for 1 to 10. 10 being the good looking, 1 being.
I might as well be an 11. I might as well be an 11.
Oh, that's what you believe?
I should be an 11. No, that's what I know. That's what I know.
Okay.
I know I'm fine. My husband walks up out of here looking fine too. I'm still get what I need, and I ain't even gotta give no sloppy toppy. You understand me? I don't gotta do Nathan.
Okay.
Nathan at all.
I understand that. That's great. So you wear size 6, and how old are you?
I'm the same age as you.
Oh, so you're 33 years old, size 6. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
How many children do you have?
Just 1.
That's amazing. You're 30.
I know, right? I know. Yeah.
That's amazing. So again, we thank you so very much being a size 6, coming on the show, and you are a number 11. So it's an honor for that you call into the show. Love you so very much, ma'am, for calling in. You know you got to call back in tomorrow too.
I'm finna try. I keep catching everything at the last minute. I wanted to call in yesterday, but I missed all that too. I'm like, dang. I keep missing everything.
The station head as well, because you was in the kitchen cooking for your husband, so you an excuse. You're not some of these other women that don't have nobody. You actually have a husband. So again, excuse you because you were definitely doing that that way as well. So we'll see you tomorrow. If see you tomorrow, and I want you to get a station head, download station head, because we are unfiltered on station head. If you can, if your husband give you permission.
I heard you've been doing some wild things, but I don't even know if I want to be all up in your business like that.
Oh.
I don't know. You said you was bending something over one day. I don't want to know you like that, Wiley. I don't want to know you like that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear nothing slapping on your station head.
Right.
Okay.
Nothing to be slapping on your station head. I don't know.
Jason, you said something was slapping on there that one time. You said, y'all was on there and I was getting it in. I'm like, hold on.
Oh, that was fake. A bunch of fake.
I could pay for that.
A bunch of fake news.
That was you. That was your news. That's what you said.
That's what I said.
You was up on there.
Excuse
me. You said you was on there. Somebody came up over there and you was up there getting some news, clapping something was clapping you. I don't know what it was. It was very much. Too much. I was like,
I highly doubt. I don't know if I really had to. I would have to.
How you gonna doubt that? Oh, I wish I had I wish I could pull that up. I don't remember which one of them episodes it was. You said somebody came up in there.
Thank you so
much. You ain't finna OnlyFans me on no station head.
Thank you so very much for you being a
You welcome.
6, and thank you so very much. And I love you. Thank you.
I love you too. Good night.
Good night. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I gotta watch WrestleMania. I gotta watch Survivor Series. Y'all will see me over there at WWE. The greatest wrestling empire ever. Let me go over there and watch it. I believe CM Punk supposed to come back. See you later, y'all. Peace.